Welcome back everyone. You're watching the training week from January 27th, where the weekly focus is needless to say. The main one is Pagan Coleman, and connecting some longer sequences, some longer parts on P-bar and high bar was another thing that I managed this week. So we started the week on a Tuesday because we had Auckland anniversary on Monday. So I had to get straight into it, and right there I caught with my left hand on my right thumb, and I kind of recognized that through the bottom, and I had a little mini thumb explosion with a big splatter of blood on the bar, so I had to go clean that up. And yes, so I was thinking if I catch good, I'll go connecting the Coleman. It was a bit harder to do it on the first day straight back into the week, but here I split my butt in two, fam. So if you can imagine landing on your, I think it looked like I landed on my left cheek there. You land on one cheek and you're still traveling forward, and you can imagine what happens down below, fam. Not a pleasant experience. And it was a good week for Stoops. Stoops are very, very slowly creeping towards handstand, but other highlights, I caught plenty of tucked Gaylord 2s on the Saturday. I got to send another Pagan Coleman on Thursday. It was a bit different than, on Friday, sorry. On Friday, it was a bit different than the last week, so we'll talk about that soon. So that specific turn, I thought, okay, you know what, no matter what, don't open your hips up, just dish into the turn, but it didn't allow me to twist like I would have liked. Stalled the twist quite a lot, so I'm still working on straightening the legs before initiating the spin. And as I am now, I'm thinking maybe to kind of do it more at the same time. Kick and spin, that was a little bit on the late side. But really in that giant Diamond, it's going to be all about, can I keep my knees and feet together for the duration of the skill and not lose that straight line through the spin. I'm always bending my body a little bit. That's probably going to be a 0.1, but bending your body also throws the skill off and makes it a bit more wonky. Still at it with the flares. I'm thinking I might try some fun spindles this week. See what a flare half spindle feels like on the mushroom. We all know pommel horse is my strongest apparatus, so we got to start getting the big skills. Definitely not my strongest apparatus. But I remember I made mag surf pretty much first try this day, so the maintenance is going well. You know, I think I'm doing like one decent horse session a week, and for now that's enough. Most of my energy I'm gonna spend on that high bar. Oh man, that did not feel good. I remember that turn. That was sharp. So I'm still not quite ready to get full explosive on that dismount just yet. This Arian looks like it's lifting up higher, but I'm happy with the cross. Cross feels solid. Elbows are locked. And Thursday was day one of combining a few skills together on high bar to create a bit of a sequence. Had a bit of twisties, was supposed to just do a double out over here, ended up doing a full. And man, I really should have just started with some Stalder circles instead of jumping straight into Stalder, because Stalders and endos are ruthless after having a long time off of them. Yeah, so that was supposed to be just a double out. So I made sure to do another sequence with just a double layout. One arm giant felt pretty good. I've had a long time. Actually, I think that was my first one arm giant since my operation, so another one checked off the list. And did a very long P-bar sequence on Saturday, almost a routine. I think like 2 skills short of a routine with just a layout for a dismount, but sequences were stepping up this week. So do you remember when I popped the knee out? Right there, I just smacked that same kneecap, and it was not fun. Not fun at all, so I didn't even want to continue doing single pommels. after giving the left kneecap a good whack on the leather, and decided to have a good play with the Wu. But yes, not a not a great pommel horse sesh. Struggling. Friday. You know, I'm like really obviously motivated to connect this little sequence as much as I can to start understanding it better, but at the same time I'm even grateful that just one time a week I'm making a sequence. And the Coleman's still messing with my head. Like, that kick out was just so early, I didn't even come anywhere near close to catching. Prioritized holding the tuck. It was a much closer catch than the Friday from the previous week where I connected it, and a much messier catch. Don't like those legs at all. But because it was a bit closer, the Coleman didn't have as much power and was closer to the bar. Now, a massive highlight, I caught 4 pagans on this day, I think even 4 in a row. That one was a bit of a late catch, so I almost sent it, but not quite. Tried to just prioritize the form here, but 4 pagans in a row, that was way too late to connect. So for the last 2 weeks, that's one connection a week. So it's going to be slow. It's going to be a very slow learning curve with only managing to connect it once a week, but it is what it is. You know, I don't have much experience in connecting Kovacs as a second skill, so I'm just gonna have to keep chipping away. The Friday, I'm still can't believe the one from Friday in the previous week. It was so clean, had so much power as well. And I think if I knew how to place the tap properly, that would have been like such a nice Coleman out of last Friday's pagan. I think I got back to the double back full this week. No, I'm right here, sweetheart. Just outside making a video. Mila is not at school today. We're a little bit sick, so we're chilling at home watching Bluey. So I put the double pike back into the repertoire because, you know, fam, this double back full, if we take a look, see, it's just been a big face plant for the last couple of months that I've been working it. I'm gonna keep doing it because you never know. Sometimes you get a quantum leap. But Gaylord 2s are popping today. Did a couple with the pad, tested the waters, and started catching the bar. Managed to finish also with a like a Tug Gaylord 2 top change and the Coleman. So even doing some release sequences. I sent another Casino. I think I'll send like 1 or 2 Casinas on the Saturday for maintenance, but yeah, still a bit sore. Still a bit sore. So we'll ease into it. Catches are a wee bit messy, but for day one, you know, we'll take it. I think this one was the cleanest, but I ended up stubbing my thumb into the bar right here, so didn't even bother to try the giant. Stubbed the thumb. Kind of want to lay it out, but not gonna rush. Just gonna get used to catching it. It is a little bit different than catching a regular Gaylord because you are kind of twisting a little bit as you catch. You're not catching nice and straight like a Gaylord. So like one hand sometimes has to be a bit closer to the bar than the other hand, and you have to kind of scoop your hands underneath to make sure that you get it on the bar properly. It is a little bit of a crooked catch depending on how the half turn goes. Pretty gassed out, so didn't manage any good stoop halves, but you know, another week, another connection sent, working towards the big dream, and getting stronger too. Endurance is getting better. Peaches are feeling good. I might try a peach half this week just for fun, because on Saturday the peaches were notably popping up, which is interesting because really I only go to handstand like once a week right now. Once a week, and, you know, because I'm only taking like 5 turns trying to do those pagan Colemans on Tuesday and Friday, but man, it's stressful. It's just stressful and you have so much adrenaline that you fry yourself out pretty quickly, and it's quite hard to continue doing all the rest of it on other apparatus. And that's what I said. I'm gonna sacrifice some of the other stuff while I don't have to do too much formal routine work or anything like that while I'm still free, and use that precious energy to chase the big dreams. So here comes the sequence. So we had Honma 1, Peach Toowoomba 2, Healy 3, imaginary gets in there, but we're not going to count that. Peach Hand 4, Giant 5, and dismount, fake dismount kind of 6. So pretty close to getting a full routine in there. So all is going well. I need to get on these Patreon projects. I've been having like the same Patreon project for the last 6 months, but we'll get onto that. We'll get the camcorder open and see what kind of good stuff we got on there. Back then, the 09 Japan Juniors had some really good athletes. They ended up going to the Olympics in London and even in Rio. So we'll get to work on that. As always, thanks for your support. All the best, and until next time.